Hey there, welcome to my podcast. I'm your host Roz, owner of Roz Chandler Fitness, and I'm so glad you're here. This is the podcast where I chat to local inspiring women, share insights and have real conversations. Whether you're tuning in for the first time or you've been with us from the beginning, get comfortable, grab your favourite drink and let's dive in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode of the podcast. So welcome to another podcast, and today I'm really pleased to announce that I have an old friend who was part of the Rosemary Connolly franchise with me back in the day, and I'd like to introduce you to Sarah, who's a fitness instructor over in Bristol. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, Roz. Hi.
Lovely to have you on, and thank you for agreeing to let me grill you with a few questions.
No, I'm delighted. I'm really happy that you asked me. Thank you.
Brilliant. Well, as I just mentioned, obviously we met back through the old Rosemary Connolly franchise.
That's right.
What year was that you started there?
So I started in January 2013, so 12 years ago. Yeah.
And then how long were you with Rosemary before it got a little bit pear-shaped?
Only for a year. So I believe that Rosemary Connolly went into administration in 2014. So yeah, I only had a year's experience, which was a bit scary, but it was, that 1 year was very good. Learned a lot.
So you've obviously, you're obviously still doing fitness instructing, and you've got loads of busy classes over in Bristol. I love seeing your things on Facebook and or your little pictures and things that you share, because it looks like things are going really well for you at the moment.
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially the last couple of years, my classes they're bursting at the seams. They're really, really busy. But I think the important thing is that I teach what I really love. So I think that shows in my classes.
Yeah.
And people just, they just love it. They just love the group and they love the exercises. So it's really good.
I'm so pleased for you. So what made you, because obviously you had a job before that, so what was it that you did before?
So I was mostly working in human resources and admin, and I got made redundant 3 times in a row within probably within 5 or 6 years, and I decided that it was time to take control. And I'd always really enjoyed group fitness. I'd done aerobics when I was in my teens and 20s. And I really thought that this was something that I wanted to do. And it just so happened that Rosemary Connolly franchise was becoming available in my area. So it just seemed like the perfect time.
Yeah. So you sort of then took the plunge. I just want to say, I think when you do this sort of job, I think people think, oh, it's easy. She just rocks up with her stereo. And there she is. She's there for 40 minutes or an hour, whatever it is. And then she goes home. But we know it's different to that, don't we?
Absolutely. There's so much behind the scenes. Yeah. I think it's like the 20-80 rule, isn't it? 20% teaching and 80% behind the scenes, doing all your choreography, marketing, admin. It's just never ending.
Put your different hats on, isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
So you obviously are very passionate about what you're doing. And I think that's something that's really important, don't you? That you have to, like you say, well, you said, didn't you, that you teach, you've got it to a thing where you teach the classes that you love.
Absolutely.
And that's important, isn't it, when we're doing what we're doing?
Definitely. Yeah.
What's your favourite class that you do?
I get asked that all the time. And as I teach what I love, I can't say. I mean, I love the energy of club size. I love the control and the people that come to Pilates are just so committed. It's just every class I love. And I'm doing more lift lean now, which I really like the lifting. And I've recently opened a seated fitness class.
Okay.
And so that's for people that come and they struggle to get down on the floor to stand for a full class. And they have gelled like amazing. That the class is just so bubbly and so lively. We do something different every week, and they're such a friendly bunch. So
brilliant.
Yeah, it's great.
It's the variety as well. And I think as well, I don't know if it's the same for you, but I'm obviously doing a lot of different classes as well. And
Yeah.
it's kind of like you have to really get your brain, because you've got all that choreography going around all the
Oh
time.
my word. Yeah.
Park that bit of choreography. And now let's move on. Where am I? What am I doing?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously you're still kind of, doing any more training or anything coming up? Are you looking to do anything new with your classes?
Not necessarily at the moment. No, I think I'm just going to just really work on the classes that I provide at the moment, just making sure there's lots of variety and lots of choice. So no, I haven't got anything in the plans at the moment. You never know. You never know.
Do you get swept up in it like I do sometimes? I have to stop looking at sometimes what other people are doing, because it's very
I know.
I want to do that. I want to do
Yeah,
that.
but you know what? Yeah, I used to like when you follow Rachel Holmes like I do, and I used to go and buy everything that she did, all her. But now it's like, no, I need to start looking back at what I've already purchased rather than getting new stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I think we just get swept away with it all, don't we?
Yeah, there's so much out there. Yeah.
Absolutely. So what advice would you give to anyone who wanted to sort of suddenly change their career and maybe look to do sort of fitness instructing or fitness presenting, we should call ourselves?
Yeah. Well, I think going back to teach what you love. And if you love Pilates, then teach that and, really get engrossed in the Pilates principles and put your energy into that. Or if you love, more bouncy, energetic club music, then do club size. I think you've got to do what you love. If you're not doing what you love, because you just put so much, it's not just the physical energy, it's the mental energy that you put into it. And if you're not doing something, it's not going to work.
No, definitely. Got to be there, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. How do you find you fit it all in there? I know you've got a family, and how do you find you fit in your classes around your family? Because you're out obviously quite a lot of evenings.
Yeah, well, I think more so definitely the last 5 years, I've modelled my classes around my life. Whereas before, I think my classes were modelled around just getting them into what the times that I thought my clients would like. But now it has to fit me. So I do more mornings and a couple of evenings and on some online stuff as well. But yeah, you have to be very organised, I think.
You do. Do you like a list? We've been chatting about this.
Yeah. I've got a to-do list, definitely a to-do list, or whatever the in saying is for them now. But yes.
So, what do you sort of do for your own work? I know you do. Well, I know you do quite a lot of running, don't you, and a lot of park runs and things. But is there anything else you do for your sort of wellness yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. And as you said, I do like my running. I'm doing the London Marathon this year, so training for that one at the moment.
Brilliant.
And run for fun with my family at the weekend at the park run. So recently I've been getting into art, which was a previous passion of mine, where I used to do a lot of watercolors and paint, and then family came along and work came along, and my paints just went up into the loft. But I've got them down recently, and sort of sit in the evening and do a bit of watercolors. And I used to be, and I know I was talking with my family about this. I said I used to be really good at art, and then my family said, "No, you're still really good at it." I think you're always a bit critical of your own work, but yeah, I think I'm getting back into it now and refinding the skill.
Good.
So, yeah, it is really relaxing. Yeah.
You have to, don't you? You have to find that. That's something I do lack, and that's something I've set myself a task for this year. It's very easy, isn't it, when you're doing your own thing?
Yeah.
I'll just get engrossed more, and like the fact that you found something else to do.
Absolutely, yeah.
Is fantastic. So obviously we're off to Blackpool at the end of March.
Yes, excited.
Wait to do that. Catch up with you there as well.
Yeah.
For those people who don't know what goes on in Blackpool, do you know what we're doing up there?
So from what I understand, I've never been before, but I've watched it on social media. It's the Blackpool International Showcase, I believe. Yeah. And there's three days of full-on workouts for, I guess, mostly presenters like us to go and take part in. I think probably other people can go along as well. So there's so much choice. When we were looking to book our classes up. There's just everything from yoga, breath work up to high rocks type classes. So there's a lot. Yeah. So really excited about it. And of course, we'll see lots of other fitness professionals that we know as well from yesteryear. So
yeah, that's what I'm really looking forward to, because that is the one thing when we did do the Rosemary franchise, we did used to kind of have a network of people that we would see and stuff. And I do miss that side, you know, just, and sometimes I do forget you are just down the road.
I know.
You get so engrossed, don't we? In what we're
you do. Yeah, that's
what we're doing. Yeah. But really looking forward to that. Lots of ideas. And I'm sure yourself, like me, although you say you want to focus on what you're doing at the moment, I bet you'll come home and there'll be...
I know that it's going to be, yeah, definitely.
A few ideas.
That's right. Yeah.
So just sort of looking back to reflection, really, is there anything you would tell your younger self? Quite a good question, I think.
Yeah, that's a really good question. When I was younger, believe it or not, I was extremely shy. I wouldn't have said boo to a goose. I never spoke in classes at school. I was the one at the back, really shy. And I think, you know, maybe that was down to sort of being anxious or worrying what people thought of me. And, you know, I wish I'd said to myself then, just get out there. Don't worry what people think. You know, when you're in your teens, you worry a lot about what people think. And, you know, I think everything will be fine. Just get out there. Just do it. Don't worry about what people think. Do your thing.
That's really good advice.
It's
funny that you say that about being shy, because people probably don't think it now. They probably think, oh, she's so confident because she stands up in front of people. But I was, and sometimes I do get quite tongue-tied and shy. And if I meet people in the supermarket, I'm on stage and I'm doing my thing. But sometimes I do get a little bit shy.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and I think it's important to not be that powering person, but to be yourself sometimes. And I am still that quiet, shy person, and sometimes I do need that quiet time to myself and around my family where we're not talking. And I think that's good. I like silence sometimes. You know, when you're working in a fitness industry, you've always got booming music in the background. So it's nice to be quiet.
A little bit of downtime.
Totally.
So where can people find a list of your classes?
So my business is called Real Fitness with Sarah, and I'm in Bristol. So I run classes in Longwell Green, Hanham, Kingswood and Lyde Green. And if you want to find more details, the website is realfitnesswithsarah.com.
Well, I've just been asking everybody that's been coming on to my little chats some quick fire questions. So there are 3 questions here. So coffee or tea?
Tea. There you go. Cheers.
She's got her tea there. Morning person or night owl?
Definitely morning person.
And your favourite travel destination?
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know where to start there. So I loved Costa Rica. Wow. Been there twice. Once I did a charity cycle ride there with a group of women, and I took my family back there because it was such a beautiful place. But I really like, we were lucky, so lucky to have gone to Thailand and Cambodia and Vietnam. And that was just a holiday of a lifetime. It was beautiful. And I think we really want to go back to Cambodia.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's definitely,
Set yourself another goal.
So much to see in the world, there isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Well, thank you so much for spending, I know you're a very busy lady, so thank you so much for spending some time chatting to me. It's been lovely. I can't wait to catch up with you properly on a long drive to Blackpool.
I know. Yes. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, really.
Well, thanks ever so much. Have a super rest of your day. And I'll
thank you, Roz. Thank you,
Sarah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. Look out for our next episode, where I will be chatting to Trish Tidmarsh, who runs her own craft business personally for you. See you soon, and as I always say, deep breath in, then you're done.